Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another card reading. Excited to get into this today. Before I start doing this reading, I just want to say that I'm wondering if it's a faux pas to record from this long angle. I experimented with a bunch of ways this morning to try to flip it sideways. I just assume most people are watching from their phones, so it didn't matter. If you are watching this and you feel inclined to respond to my question, do you prefer this long angle or the wide angle? What device are you watching from? That would be super helpful for me. But anyway, let's get into this card reading. I guess it's already kind of a weird morning. We're trying new things this morning. Okay. What does the collective need to know today? What is up? What is happening? I just have that song in my head now. Oh shit. Okay, so we have the Devil card. Somebody doing some shadow work? Is somebody dealing with a shadow? I love to talk about shadow work, honestly. The shadow is misunderstood. That's what I firstly want to say. Usually the shadow is parts of your personality that you've repressed. It doesn't necessarily represent anything that's bad. I'm kind of also getting this X is really standing out to me. It's feeling like a bit of an obstacle. This is maybe a deeper part of yourself is behind some type of wall. Maybe you won't let yourself go there with yourself. You won't let yourself get into the depths of whatever this is. Maybe in a self-protection mode. And if that is true, I just want to say, it is hard to face the dark. It is difficult to face the shadow. But you always learn so much about yourself when you're there. And it's almost like, if you have any fear of the dark or fear of anything, once you've gone to that depth with yourself, you're almost just not afraid of anything anymore. Because you're I've faced my darkest night. I know the ugliest parts of myself. I know the parts of me that literally want to rip me in half. You know what I mean? And you're just and I've somehow pulled myself out of that. So what is there left to be afraid of? I always feel that way. I'm always I'm not really afraid of anything in the outside world because I know who I am. And I know how scary I can be. You know what I mean? I'm my own biggest threat, really. And yeah, I mean, once you come to that conclusion, once you're oh, I'm a scary bitch, you're well, who is gonna scare me now? You know what I mean? What on the outside world can really scare me when I know the depths of myself, really? Strong devil energy. I've got chills. Ace of Wands. Okay, so here's the Ace of Wands. Ooh, I'm getting feelings from this card already. So immediately I'm noticing the new moon. And to me, that's a call to clear out some old dense energy, maybe some old identities that you're holding on to. Yeah, really cutting back those dead ends. And just by facing this dark part of yourself, by clearing out these old dense emotions and expectations, it's telling me that you see this North Star in the wand. You're going to find your North Star. You're going to figure out the reason that you're actually here on this earth by doing this shadow work, this hard work. And I'm really being drawn to like the fruit as well. just to say that good things come from doing the hard work. You know what I mean? So whoever this message is for, you might be going through a bit of a dark time right now. I feel you. I feel like I've been going through a dark time for a while. Ooh. What is this? 2 of Cups. I'm gonna put that to the side. I wasn't really sure if that card wanted to be pulled. This card definitely wants to be pulled. It's the Hangman in reverse. I'm putting that back in the deck, honestly. So the Hangman. Okay, so here's this like cocoon energy. You are going through a transformation. I'm getting this like 5 energy from you very strongly. You're facing the depths of yourself. Oh my God. I might pull out the book, but this is such a clear message, honestly. There it is. Maybe you're having some trouble letting go. You've almost sacrificed this like old part of your life. You feel like you've sacrificed a lot. Yeah, you feel like you've sacrificed a lot. And you have. Sorry, I just want to take a moment to like, just acknowledge that, acknowledge what exactly it is you're doing. I feel such a kinship with whoever this reading is for. Because I've literally been going through similar energy, trying to pull out of a similar energy. You know, this is giving me like dark night of the soul. There's always some heartbreak in this. It's almost like it's just like maybe this is unexpected for you. Like whatever is happening right now, it's like not in line with your expectations. And I know that is really hard. I know it's really hard. Like you had an idea of what your life was going to be, and then something pulls you into this shadow work, right? Something pulls you into this dark night of the soul. And suddenly you're contending with these like broken pieces of yourself. But I want to say that when you're in this like this zone, when you're in this like cocoon, when you're contending with the broken pieces of yourself, like you're finding parts of yourself that you might have lost a long time ago. You know what I mean? You're getting the chance to like reincorporate them, like reunite, especially like this is giving me like inner child work. A lot of us don't realize that as we've moved through life and we've accepted kind of the expectations that life has put on us, and we've kind of assumed roles that have been pushed on us, that we kind of leave our inner child in the dark. We forget about our innate talents, our innate interests, like the things that really spark us up. And that inner child is kind of wounded and like left in the dark. And when you go into the dark and like you face this devil and you do the clearing work and you clear out these like old identities and expectations and really put yourself into like a cocoon, you get to see that part of yourself again. You're going to see a lot of the hurt parts, but you're also going to see the best parts of you in a way. Like this is a chance for your gifts to actually come online, for your purpose to actually come online. And you're way closer. Yeah, this is giving me death of an old identity. I get this like ephemerality card, which is so funny because I never pulled this until a couple days ago, and then I felt like I did a reading that was meant for someone who had passed, and now it's coming out of the deck all the time. It doesn't always mean the same thing when it comes out of the deck. It talks about like the fleetingness of life, how short life is. And I guess I just want to say, like, doing this work now, it's really going to help you get to the essence of what your life is supposed to be much sooner than if you didn't do this heavy work. If you waited, you know what I mean? We're just getting to the point much more quickly, and I know it's painful. This is also reminding me kind of depression. Depression's really hard. I know that in my life, I kind of felt like I've probably mostly been depressed, maybe not even realizing it, where I've had these like brief moments of like reprieve, of like happiness. And I'm kind of coming to the understanding that there's just some deep work to do inside of that. I don't fully understand it yet, but I just want to say, like, if you do experience depression, like, same girl, same. I'm also finding it really interesting that today I'm like pulling this card in like a straight line. Ooh, yeah. Okay. This is definitely death of an old identity. Somebody who's really facing their demons. And maybe this is your expectation. Like, you're just like, okay, like, you're a hard worker. You're like, I did this thing, now I get this thing, and I'm going to do that thing, and I'm going to reach that goal, right? Maybe you're somebody who really thinks like that, somebody who's very goal-oriented. And it's just like, whatever happened is like, oh, it's just really not lining up with my expectations of, I do step 1 and then 2 and then 3. Like, it's just kind of this thing came out of nowhere. Decisions. Now I'm being given the 2 of Swords. That represents like decisions, crossroads. I get the sense that this is really challenging your identity, like who you really thought you were, whatever this thing is that is going on in your life. Let's see if there's any more insights in the book. Two of Swords. Okay. Yeah, so, okay, so I was also given this other image where it's like bats are creatures of the night, right? So you're going through this like darkness, this like dark night of the soul. But when you are going through this like darkness, right, you are starting to rely on other senses rather than the ones that you're used to using. So maybe you're somebody who's used to using like your logic. You're like, I research things and then I make plans and like, you know, and then I know what to do. And this is step A, B, and C, and D. But you're in a situation where like that coping mechanism, that way that you navigate through life is just like not working in this situation. And you're being called to deepen your intuition. Like you're being called to kind of deepen your night vision, right? Yeah. And you're kind of growing this aspect of yourself that may have been put aside. And I just noticed that I put this 2 of Swords next to the Ace of Wands, which is just kind of like, it's giving like essence of like a new journey. So this isn't the path that you thought you would be on, but it is the path that you're supposed to be on, even if it doesn't feel like it, even if it's painful. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, this feels like confirmation of that, because now I also have the Ace of Swords. This is a new beginning. Ooh, that's so crazy. That is so crazy. Yeah, this is a new beginning for you. And you're really, the reason that you have this like new beginning is because you were really willing to cut out the old, right? Yeah, you're going to have that mental breakthrough, that precision and that clarity. You might feel like things might not make sense in your life right now, but once you emerge from the darkness, like everything in your life is going to make so much more sense. Yeah, oh my God, yeah. Another black moon, another new moon, really clearing and releasing old dense energies and identities. This is a new you. This is a new you being birthed. Okay, so now that we have kind of a clear picture of what's been going on, like, I want a hopeful message. Like, what can we expect? What can we expect re-emerging from this, you know? And it sucks, like, this, like, healing journey is never clear-cut. No one can tell you, hey, this is how you heal. Here's step 1, 2, 3. And that really frustrates me. I'm like a Virgo rising, and that frustrates me. Like, I wish that I could put on a YouTube video, somebody who's going through like my exact same situation, and they could tell me, hey, this is how you heal from this, right? But every person's healing journey is unique, and it requires a lot of patience, a lot of trial and error, because this is the path to rediscovering yourself, and nobody can tell you how to do that, right? Nobody can tell you who you are except for you. Even if you don't fully know who that is yet, these cards are just kind of telling me, like, you're gonna find out. Like, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out, like, what a badass you are, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna find out. I think I'm gonna switch decks now. It's so funny, I'm getting so much noise interference right now at this time in the reading. That's why I had to pause. Like, now we got planes going overhead, the coffee machine was cleaning itself. Yeah, it's kind of adding to, like, this like hectic energy, this like irritation of, I don't want to be going through this right now. Yeah, so the card I was given was 37, so that reduces to like a 1, which is like, you're gonna start a new path. You're doing some soul work. So this like, the image is kind of giving me a couple different things. It almost looks like an atomic bomb. It's like, oh, I was really not expecting this. But I also see like kind of this mushroom, and it's kind of just giving me the sense of like, your perceptions are altering, right? And in some sense, it almost looks like lungs or a heart, and it's like you're really getting to the heart of the situation. Like the meaning and the purpose of your life, you're gonna get to it. You are gonna self-actualize in this lifetime. And not everybody can say that. That's not everybody's journey. It's not an easy journey. It's freaking hard, it's challenging. But how cool is that for you to self-actualize in this lifetime? Ooh, yep. Okay, so yeah, so this is the consciousness card. It is a powerful card of change. Are we surprised? Not physically, but mentally, on the subconscious level, there's a healing of your thought processes. This is so synchronous. This is a healing of your thought processes, old patterns, and a way of being. There's large spiritual force working with you now, helping to rebalance the mental body. You're finding greater clarity and new ways of dealing with life experiences. Your inner work has brought you here, and you are in the flow of healing. This is a powerful step toward becoming and outwardly expressing your true state of being. That's like that self-actualization that I was talking about. Yeah, so you're doing some deep inner healing work. And I just want to take a moment to just acknowledge and honor you and like recognize you for doing this. There's not always a lot of recognition in this journey. Sometimes it just feels like everything's uphill all the time. But you're doing so much that you're not even aware of, that you're not even seeing. Like, you're changing so much, you can't even keep up with it, right? And we very rarely take the time to like give ourselves like a pat on the back. Like, you're doing a really good job, you know what I mean? And I just want to encourage you to do that while you're going through this, because this is really a time for you to reparent your inner child, for you to develop that like supportive network, right? With the softest parts of yourself. Facing your shadows, your edgy parts, and your soft parts, and just becoming just like this badass, you know what I mean? Just so self-aware, just so conscious and sexy. I don't know why I wanted to say that. Just so sexy when people know themselves, right? That's such a weird word to come out in this reading, but yeah, just like being that magnet. Sorry, I was just taking a moment. I was just taking a moment to kind of acknowledge and honor this healing path, honor this journey. Life is short, right? All right. Well, I'm going to close out this reading. Nope. I'm going to pull one more card. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to pulling cards. That's the truth. I come on here pretty much every day because I am addicted to pulling cards. I always want to know, what's the story? What's the scoop? What's happening? This is like bringing me full circle to the beginning of the video. What's happening? What's up? Got that part up. Like, these readings are so ratchet now. So I should call them ratchet readings. Okay, no cards. No cards for you today. They're like, turn the video off. You're exposing your craziness. Nobody needs to see that this early in the morning. All right. Okay. So thank you so much. Sending you love, sending you positivity. You're really going to get through. You're going to get through this. Okay. And I hope you have a great day.